All right, here we are. We are back for another chapter, a brand new chapter for Battery Motorsport in this new journey. We are starting now on F122, which is a completely different game, a completely different environment, completely different software, completely different cars, setups, different way the car actually extracts the downforce, and very different. Brand new set of tires. They are 18 inches now, and yeah, it's very, very new. It's very completely different story. So yeah, it is cool to get into this completely new game and try to understand how it works, how the car behaves, and all that. Actually, not an easy one, you know, not an easy one to. If you're used to play F1 2020 or 2021, I have to say the cars are very different, you know, and that's the beauty about it as well. It's actually such a different design and such a different way to actually control it, and which is cool. It's really cool. The game is great, you know, brand new, just came out a couple of weeks ago, and you know, they changed quite a lot of stuff, and of course one of the biggest changes are, if not the biggest change, is actually the cars. Got to say, I actually don't mind. It's actually really cool, and I'm loving it, you know. I'm loving the how it feels and how the cars how they behave, how they perform, and still big learning curve, and still trying to get the best out of it. And yeah, the car models are awesome, as you can see, and Ferrari is looking awesome this year. It looks like a dragon, really, and with those awesome opening outside on the side pods for the engine vents, amazing, you know, really cool. Every car is really gorgeous, and Alpine is awesome. That blue, it's amazing, metallic blue, amazing. And AlphaTauri, then we got our good friend Aston Martin, which they're not really doing good this year, unfortunately, and which is a shame, you know. They can also have an amazing driver and character in Vettel, you know, and then we got Williams, which are, you know, it's kind of a weird design. You can see it's literally no side pods. Most basically, we just have the vents in the front, but that is it. Alfa Romeo looking epic, really cool. And Haas, who are, you know, they are smashing it this year. They are really, really going for it, and I'm glad, you know, I'm glad they're a good team, and they seem like really nice. You know, Gunther Steiner in particular is such a nice character, you know. So yeah, look at these guys, you know, beautiful, beautiful modeling of the cars. It's incredible. And yeah, it's really cool. So looking forward to start our new journey then in this My Team career mode, which we're gonna start today. And first episode, and we're gonna basically build the whole thing together, which is gonna be interesting. It takes a little bit of time, like 5 minutes or so, but it's worth it. You know, it's worth seeing the whole thing and get involved. You know, get involved in this. So here we are. We're gonna start with My Team. All right, something I was thinking about, you know, in these few hours. What shall we do? Newcomer, because you can actually choose the entry point of what level, you know, your team is at when you actually start this adventure. And I thought, you know, Battery Motorsport, this is the third championship basically that we're gonna do together. And I thought, instead of having the actual struggle, you know, go through the beginning of it all and get the as a newcomer, you know, coming in. There's no money, as you can see. There's no you can see no cash there at all. So start again the whole thing. I thought, yeah, I think we deserve a bit better, you know. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start from midfield challenger, you know, which is more or less what Haas did, you know. And last year they didn't really invest much into the cars, and now they actually, because they invested everything into this year, new regulation, new car, new everything, and Battery Motorsport is the same. So let's start from there, I would say, and it's going to be an interesting one because we are going to be fighting more in the back, hopefully, and we're not going to be at the back of it again. So here we are, yeah, midfield challenger, boom. Custom season, because I don't want to do all the tracks. Some of them are I'm not a fan, literally, like Bahrain. For how much I've been trying on this new game, it just doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't click for me. Of course, we're gonna start with Saudi Arabia, then Australia, Imola, Miami. Great. Got no idea. Never actually played at Miami ever. So I'll try to get a bit of a notion before we get to that weekend. Otherwise, it's gonna be insanely bad. Monaco, I'm not gonna put it in because it's just I'm never good at that. Baku, Canada. Then we're gonna go for Great Britain with Silverstone. Then Red Bull Ring, which is amazing. France, and I will take off Zandvoort, which I'm not really a fan. Yeah, and then we're gonna do basically Red Bull Ring, Paul Richard, Hungary Ring, Spa, amazing, Monza, and then we're gonna go for Circuit of the Americas, Brazil, and Abu Dhabi, which we didn't do the last season because we actually cut it short to start into this season. So yeah, 16 good tracks, which I think are gonna show if we have any pace whatsoever in this new season. So assists, as usual, it's completely off. I'm still on the pad, even though I have my wheels up. I find it hard still to play on the wheel and chat, which is good. So we're gonna go on the pad again and full practice, full qualifying, and as we did last time, medium for the actual race, which is a 25% race from the actual real thing. Driver moves and all that, yeah, we did all of that. Of course, we have to change this fault frequency because otherwise they're off. So basically, we're gonna have fault as standard and fault type as standard as well, so the car can actually brake. And let's see if we will. Probably it will. So rules regular pit stop. We're gonna do absolutely the immersive increased safety car, and I will do a broadcast information. Like they added this broadcast mode, which is actually quite cool. You get to see the actual moment from the outside and inspect more of that kind of the outside vibe instead of being in the car and waiting stuff together. So yeah, AI is still 85. I think the AI kind of went up a bit in this new game. I think, you know, it feels a bit. I've seen a lot of streamers that are actually taking it down a bit. Simulation damage, counter simulation, collision on, and all of that. So all the good stuff basically. And yeah, we are basically there. Yeah, music we don't really need much in this game. So if they had some Metallica song, that would be great, but you know they don't. Unfortunately, they have some modern pop stuff that I'm not a massive fan of. So yeah, here we are. Cool. Good. We're not going to use my team icons because that is basically all the drivers that come from like Ayrton Senna and Prost and all those. And you know, I think let's leave the actual 22 season more as it should. And yeah, so we're going to start with that.
Let's create your driver.
Here we are. So quickly, I'm gonna create this little thing, which is the main face of Battery Motorsport for this new season. Yeah, this I think is good. And then we're gonna go, of course, Italian flag, my country, and name. Let's put the name quickly in. Any silence when there is a name. Actually, you can hear no music available for this section. The game is actually, I would have to say, it runs pretty well. It runs better than last year's one because I remember the beginning it was mad, you know, to get the game to actually go decent, to actually run decently. So yeah, this year we've been lucky, I think. Or, I mean, they work harder for it, and still bits and pieces, but better than last year.
Let's focus on your driver's look.
Awesome. So basically, let me show you first. Can I actually do that first? No, I cannot. All right, let's do that. Helmet. We go, of course, the livery. I have a livery that is already drawn out, and I think it looks pretty epic. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just get quickly this thing done. And yeah, I'll put just the Italian colors on this, which I actually think they look awesome on the helmets. Pretty good with a darker blue there. Right, pretty cool. So here we are, that's done. And the suit, Yeah, just do a quick one on that. So basically the team main color is kind of blue, and we're gonna go for a darkish blue with some white on that stripe, and see if we can get some other decent colors around to finish off the thing. Well, maybe red might be good. Don't know. Let's see. Let's keep going and then we'll see. So that's cool. Gloves. A quick look at the gloves. Actually, we can do this one. Nice. Yeah, exciting. You know, the new game is actually quite cool, I've got to say, and they actually updated all the tracks, which is awesome, because they were, you know, last year they didn't have enough time basically to do that, and you could tell they were missing bits and pieces on some of them. Gloves, they're pretty epic, I would say. That's what we're gonna do on this as well. So I think that where is it? Yeah, this one here. And the last one is going to be a black, like that. Good, boom. Pretty cool. Right, so that's it, and a couple more things, which is nothing too fancy, and it's just a bit of excitement if we ever gonna get to win. It's gonna take a bit, I guess, but
okay,
yeah.
boss, let's get this team up and running.
Awesome.
The first thing we need to do is register a team name and bring in some important partners.
Good. So basically, this is the beginning of the whole story here about the Motorsport, and yeah,
first,
let's get the name right.
Team name.
The name is going to be the same as we had, because literally is the same team. So let's get it spelled right, otherwise it will be a bit of a disaster. Look like morons straight away, or a bunch of wankers, as they said. Right, so here we are, Battery Motorsport.
Now let's choose a primary sponsor for this season. Some sponsors offer a larger sign-in bonus up
primary
front.
sponsors, I
Some
think we're going to go for Xenon, because they look
the better we
like
perform, the more our level will go up as the team gains more acclaim. Doing this will increase the income. Our chassis won't be going anywhere fast without a power unit, so let's sign one of those now.
So basically, if we get 15 constructors championship points in a season, we're going to get the bonus, which is 5.6 million, which is good, I think. Good
Obviously,
stuff.
The greater the performance and durability, the better. But be careful about spending all our cash.
So
we're going to
this
have
is
people
basically
and facilities to invest in as well.
One of those moments
Power
where
unit suppliers will also provide
choose
upgrades
the right
throughout
thing,
the season,
because
free of charge.
we've seen a lot of problems that, because these, you know, performance indexes are gonna always follow the actual real world. I'm gonna go for
We're not
Ferrari.
much of a team without a second
just
driver.
because it felt,
Let's sign a teammate.
This seemed like the engine is really working well this year, and seems like Ferrari is going really well with it. So I think I'm going to trust that and go for the Ferrari engine and see how that is going to go for our first season, and then in case we can always change it for next season, but I think this is pretty good. And
Here are the drivers interested in joining our team.
We need a driver.
Look at
well.
their stats and pick someone you think can get us good results, as long as we can afford them. We renew contracts periodically, so you'll have plenty of chances to sign someone else should the need arise.
Right, these are basically the guys that, one of them will be on our side on this championship. This is the interesting point where, because I actually started another my team, and I can see the drivers are actually different. So I guess they have a down on rotation or something. Let's see what we can get. So global rating seems like the best one is it would be either Boccia or Piastri, but not sure. You know, I'm not convinced. Daruvala, I like the name, so that might be the one to choose. Chosen by Battery Motorsport. Vips as well might be good. I think we might go for Vips, I think, or we have Samaya or Boschkun. I think for our, let's go
Looks
Vips.
like we can afford this power unit supplier and
I like
teammate.
Vips.
Let's
It's a
create
cool
the
name.
livery we'll be running this season.
So
we can add more sponsors to the car as we sign them throughout the year. And don't worry, we can edit our look at any time from HQ.
good. All right. So the livery, I basically already made it. and it's an evolution from what we did before. So basically, here we are. This is the actual monster. Here we are. So we got basically the same gold that we had for the front of the car, and as you can see, it's actually metallic gold, which looks amazing. And then we have the blue for the center of the car, and a nice black reminding us of our metal beliefs. So yeah, they are basically, we got the front part, which is metallic, and then we have the satin for the back, and some of the details, which are the details, it's literally those lines. I think we can go for a proper matte black. I think it looks pretty epic. And yeah, here we are. Boom, our new livery for this season. Let's see what it will happen. Personal sticker is my favorite, celebrating a bit of
last but not least,
science.
We need to consider our brand, our badge and team colours.
And our badge, I think, is pretty much there. We just have to probably change the color a little bit. Wait a second, we had that one. Alright, let's do it again. So basically, I'll go for this one on a black. So many options, guys. I mean, it's nuts. It is nuts. And then I will go for, let me see if it loads up. Yeah, this one here with that design. I think it's pretty cool. And we can go blue again, of course. Cooler blue, something like that. Nice. And a bit of red, which I think is yeah, pretty cool. There's gonna be, as you can see, is on top of the actual nose of the car, in the front section. And team colors, which is gonna be, of course, we're going for a nice darker kind of blue, and yeah, just to make it feel a bit like that. Here we are. We're basically ready.
Great, that's everything we need.
Finally.
You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season.
Finally.
But if
we
you're
are
ready to go,
roll.
hit advance to head to Team HQ.
Let's go. Alright. I think now they're going to introduce the car and all that. Look at the HQ. Not bad. Got a little boat and 3 ducks. We missed those ducks. And a nice, yeah.
Hello folks, and welcome to this, a very special edition of Paddock Pass. We're here at the headquarters of Formula One's newest team for an exclusive first look at what they will be bringing to the sport. It's always an exciting moment to welcome a new team onto the grid. However, what makes this occasion a little more special is how strikingly different the cars are this year. Yep, the long-awaited new regulations are finally here.
Looks amazing,
and with them, the start of the next
really
era
got
of
some
Formula
cool
One.
vibe.
The 2022 season ushers in a change of direction to the regulations aimed at promoting closer racing, with new aero additions in the form of swooping front and rear wings, along with the new eye-catching 18-inch low-profile tyres that will push tyre technology to the limit. So then, the question remains as to whether this team can grasp the opportunity before them with both hands.
We will see.
And lead the charge against the rest of the
this is the very beginning of our new journey.
We'll find out soon enough, as the new season is just about to begin.
And now here we are. We're going to introduce the car.
Let's see the unveiling of the team's car.
Awesome.
And meet the owner of the brand new Formula One team.
I think it looks amazing, you know. It's got a really cool vibe. And depending on the actual...
Well, first of all, thanks so much for inviting us here today.
Lighting,
it's been wonderful to see
if it's day or
scenes.
night time.
As you might expect,
the car
I've got
changes
about
so
a
much,
million questions,
awesome.
So let's jump straight in. It's been a long time since we last saw a team owner take their own car onto the track, and the sport's changed enormously in the intervening year.
Right,
let's talk
about
get
your
through
teammate.
This now, little
they're
excited to have signed with
interview, which I think is actually important for how the teams will behave. You know, the team will behave actually throughout the first part, at least, of the career. my skill set suits.
So you've obviously been putting a lot of work into the car.
Let me say the chassis.
Most of the
awesome.
other teams can boast years of experience in Formula 1.
There's a massive
Where
important
do you
part.
see the opportunities to make those vital performance gains you need to put you within reach of the other cars?
I think we might say
ultimately,
good.
your success this season is going to come down to whether you can take positions from the other drivers. What is it about your car that's going to give you that edge in those battles?
Right, so this is an important question, thing to answer, because that is going to change the how the car behaves, basically. So I think let's go for that.
And finally, with so many specialist departments working together here at your headquarters, and with such an important deadline coming up, who's getting that coveted Teacher's Gold Star? Which group do you feel the most proud of right now?
All right, I'm going to say aerodynamics, I think, because we gave basically a little bit of a nod to everybody.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
It's
been wonderful to get an insight from you, and of course to see around
we're going to be able to go
Thank you
around
for today.
These
really
tracks.
Appreciate it, and thank you all at home for watching as well.
Let's see.
We'll see you very soon.
But yeah, here we are. We are basically now ready to go to the first event, which is going to be the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix in Jeddah. A ton of things, of course, a ton of new things that you can see. Everybody's super excited to start, as you can well see. And we have one sponsor that we can choose, and I think I'm gonna go for this one, which is basically they ask you to overtake 5 different drivers during a race. I think it's plausible, maybe. We also have Lupo Industries. Achieve a top 10 though. I think that might be good though. So it makes us feel like we have to put. Otherwise, we have our good old Zainetto. Yeah, let's go for Zainetto. It's always good. So let's quickly update then the decals on this, and yeah, that looks pretty cool actually. Zainetto is always good. What a weird name. And yeah, here we are, getting our car ready to hit the ground running, hopefully, and get into a good new season of this. Yeah, this brand new, absolutely brand new. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Brand new cars and brand new everything. So let's do it. Good, that should be all done. Now, basically, we have to be super careful with what we do.
I think we could better manage our time by organising some team activities. Head to the activity screen to see what we have available.
We send straight away our good driver Vips to driver training camp. Look at that. He's going to come out as a monster. And this is the other thing that is kind of weird, is basically we either do one or do the other. Okay, so what if we actually take this off, and can we have this and this? No, we cannot. Okay, so basically it's a bit because oh no, we can actually, yeah. So if we do this here, good. I think we need all of that good stuff, you know. But that is it though. I think it's better, to be honest. So basically we are giving a massive boost to the morale of the whole HQ. I think it's good. It might help us for the future thing, for the actual early development of the car. So let's get something done already. So we're gonna start with some chassis upgrades already. Less tire wear, which is good, and you can see that the car is actually in a very good position already in the actual performance comparison. It's actually quite good, to be honest. Surprisingly good. It seems like we actually done some good work then during the break before getting into F122, and let's get some of these points in and try to get another upgrade, or a couple maybe, because we actually got quite a lot. New engine cover, major for the weight redistribution of on the car, which I think we should do it, and then some wheel rim cover, good, and a bit less drag for that. That's good as well. Right, let's do that as well. Good. So seems like we are already pushing forward in getting this car to a decent standard. We haven't even driven one corner yet, so that is going to be
the personnel department has asked us to deal with this.
So what do we want? A bit more pace or a bit more awareness? I think let's go for pace. Well. Let's try to get as many points as we can and try to get up on the actual charts. And monocoque weight redistribution again, I think let's do it. So I think that we should do. And of course, one more thing before we leave and get into track is spend some money here, you know, which I think is fundamental. So basically some of our facilities are on spec 1, spec 2. These are the ones that actually got a bit of a boost on the very first interview that we did earlier on, and I think it's good. You know, it's good we've done that. I would say let's push the chassis department to work harder. And one more thing we got to do is, I think, get some driver perks, so we can actually get a bit more driver acclaim, and also engine wear a bit less, so a reduced engine wear for that, and some more resource points. So yeah, incredible, you know, how many things you got to do to start something here. And Yuri Vips, our teammate, is gonna, I hope he's gonna love it. You know? We're trying to treat him as best as we can. Here we are. So we got a lot more pace out of him, and already just with the initial push in basically the driver camp, and we also have good focus. So he seems very happy and eager to start. So let's chuck him into the war zone. So the wheel rim covers got done as well, good, and we actually are now ready to go to Jeddah. Here we are. Oh, nice. Good. That's good. With these points, we're gonna get some more cool things. So that's perfect. You know? So we can use some of this even on this My Team career mode, like that. Helmet looks awesome, for example. I think we might use that one later. And yeah, we're good to go. Welcome to Jeddah. Let's get into it. Very first chapter, very first race for My Team career mode here on F122.
Hey, so, welcome to the team. Good to finally meet you. I'm Max. I'm the head of R&D here.
Max,
I've been following your career closely, and I have to say,
Verstappen, they already put him in.
To work here. This is your machine. From here, you can track your performance, look into R&D upgrades, and much more.
Cool.
Let me know if you run into any problems.
We got already a lot of upgrades actually that came in already. Look at that. A lot of drag reduction and downforce. So fingers crossed, guys. We're gonna start with in a proper place, you know. And so basically, we are now with the upgrades we've done. We have two teams, right? So we're just under the leaders, which is incredible, you know. Started as a mid team, and it seems like we are the top part of the midfield. Let's see if we'll stay there and if our performances are going to be decent, because that is a completely different story from this little chart we have here. So also Alfa Romeo, we can see the Alfa Romeo and Alpine and Haas. They are the ones we are going to probably fight hard on track. So let's see if that happens, and let's see how that goes, basically. Right. So
morning, mate. Mark here. Thanks again for bringing me on board. You found a lot of talented people for this team, and I can't wait to see what we can accomplish. Our journey to the Constructors' Championship starts right here today, and the car is ready to head out when you are.
Awesome. Here we are. Mark is the new guy. Jeff lost his position, basically, and he's not working for us anymore, or for any other team that are venturing into F122. Sad moment, unfortunately, because his voice was actually quite soothing, even when we were destroying the car out of the corner. And now he's not here anymore. We got Mark.
Let's get a few laps under our belt.
Let's see what Mark is going to see who's going to bring some tension or some good vibes. Alright, so here we are. Let's go on track, see how the car feels first thing. And for this brand new F122 My Team Career Mode. And as you can see, the car looks quite spectacular, to be honest. Very different car model. The driving is very, very different. And one thing that is completely different from F1 2021 is the tire model, because the tire got really changed into these 18 inches low profile tires, and takes ages to warm them up. So basically when you come out of the box, or if you go for a pit, the problem is they are cold. So as you can see, they're actually still not at the right temperature. It takes a bit to get to a point where they are hot enough. Even now they're still on the cold side, even though the surface is hot.
Okay, just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the temperature panel of the MFD.
Exactly.
You monitor carcass temperature and surface temperature, and you'll get the best performance when they're both inside a normal operating window. Surface temps tend to fluctuate faster, so try a few laps with the data open and get a feel for how to control them.
And see how it feels. I'm very happy with choosing the Ferrari power unit. This is if we're gonna be able to actually go at multi power unit, I think that would be great for the team. Let's see what happens. Do a couple of laps to warm up on it and see how the car feels. This is literally the first time I'm driving this one. Albon coming out of the pit lane. Good to see that Albon is back to Formula 1 after a bit of a break. After he had that half the season with Red Bull, basically. Car feels alright, weighty still, because it's the very beginning of the very beginning of our journey, so there's not the upgrade on it yet, but at the same time it doesn't feel bad. Too wide there, almost hit the wall there. We start with a very high concentration track. Same problem there, and taking too long to get to the brake, but yeah, we'll get there. See what we can get. Power unit seems strong, seems very strong, and yeah. See what kind of lap time we're going to start getting, and certain tight track, particularly on these kind of turns, you have to really try and get them all right, otherwise one is not correct, the next one is wrong. Here we are, for example. Yeah, they're all very difficult. Difficult to keep all in the same, in one flow. The hardest one. And you get it right through those, We're 1 second up, one after 12. Wow. Really good, I think, that's too wide, that's too short. The driving is, I feel like this new model feels really good to me. I don't know why, but I think I prefer actually the driving model to S122 that than F1 2021. So 1:33 our pace here in Jeddah. It's gonna be an interesting, very interesting Grand Prix, I think. Usually there's so many problems going on, so many incidents and everything, and yeah. In particular, this year's AI is full on. They're not waiting around. They want to attack. It's incredible, and it's a good way of racing, basically, I think. Well, another cool thing about this game is that this year's front wings are way stronger. They're stronger, you know, so actually, even on simulation damage, it takes a little bit to break it. And also you can try to with a little bit of damage, which is not bad. It's kind of interesting. The rest of it not as good. Good. I think we're going to do just one more lap and then we can go to qualifying and all that. Let's see how it feels. So for now we have 1:33, basically as a base for Battery Motorsport. First lap. You can see Schumacher is really struggling with a cold tire. Yeah, exactly. All right, so no worries. I'm gonna go to the pits and see how the other cars are actually doing. What kind of vibe we are in here. So mediums, we got Bottas.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
I just want to see how the other guys are actually. Verstappen half a second faster than us. And on mediums, you know what, let's just try one lap on softs just to see how that is. Setup feels pretty decent, I think, so yeah, not bad. I think after this we're gonna go start it, we'll qualify and then do all that the weekend in Jeddah. Big championship this year, unfortunately. Aston Martin, they have so many problems. And one of them is literally safe. No safe whatsoever. And this year's Aston Martin. Right, here we are. Which is quite good. Thinking how last year Barry and Motorsport started, you know, that's the easy rubbish, you know, and this year is good. These new regulations brought us some big improvements, right? Performance-wise, it's good, and also power engine. We never had a power engine ever before. Which seems to be amazing this year. You can see the softs are not. They're giving us a bit of an edge, but it is not incredibly. Oh, of course. That corner in the pin. Still not bad. We improved a bit. We are on the 1:32 mark now. So thinking that we are midfield team. That's not bad at all. Yeah, it seems like the car is behaving quite well, I got to say. And I hope I can translate this into some decent lap for qualifying and for the race. So Vips is on 134.4. We are on 132.6. So not bad, guys. I got to say, I thought it would have been worse to start with. Let's see, of course, how everything else is, because this is like still very, very young, I would say, in the sense of what we can imagine will happen later. We can actually predict, but one more lap.
Okay, don't worry about tyres, just give it everything. This test, we just want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
No idea what rival is going to be. It's so new, this whole thing, so let's see. Right, that's something we don't want to do. Very careful. Oh man, this is the problem with this. They're putting that actual screen is in the middle of your screen, so you cannot see where you have to brake. No idea. Literally no clue. Right, we're gonna let them do these kind of things, these kind of practice programs, because every time I've tried, it's so hard to see. It's really hard to see. I couldn't see the actual 100 meters mark to get into the first corner. Right, so
the session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top three.
Doing not
Leclerc,
bad at all. Even
Verstappen,
Vips,
and
is actually
Sergio
quite well.
And if today's practice is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One.
Good. That's really good. Really good news, guys. Interesting. Very interesting. I really want to see what is going to happen now. The sense of trying to get this team to feel better than last year's Battery Motorsport first season, yeah. So here we are. We're gonna do some quick practice, get some points in the bag, so we can actually get our car to get better and better at on track, basically, with some big upgrades, and yeah, let's see what we can get from these practice programs that we can run now. What about this? Yeah, we can run this. Let's try, see if we get a 50% chance of getting it. No, we don't. Right, good, no worries. And I've seen a lot of power unit failures around with other, the guys on this F122. So I hope we're gonna be, I wouldn't say exempt from it, but at least we can get a few races in before something like that happens, and we can actually enjoy a bit of racing before we start getting problems like that. But we really don't know yet until we dive in. So let's see how this thing is going to go. Good, these are all good, and they're all going well. Yeah, let's do this one too, fingers crossed. Let's see. Yeah, well, good. Seems like we have a decent pace if we can overcome or better complete these practice programs with a decent amount of points. And Vips is done 0, nothing. All right, Vips seems like he needs a bit of a kick in the butt to get acquainted with the car and get into it, because he looks like he's not caring much. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. I think let's give him a chance. He seems like a nice guy, and right, let's see. Good. So we're gonna basically go now into qualifying for the Jeddah Grand Prix, and I'm very, very curious to see how things are gonna shape up. Some upgraded are completed. Let's do this front downforce upgrade as well. Let's see if that is better. You can see though that our car is not as pictured on the other charts. This is the actual chart comparison, I think, after we've done these upgrades, which means we are Alpine is smashing it, as you can see. So that is going to be an interesting one. All right, let's try and get a decent qualifying. Don't think about this stuff and get into it. All right. Okay. Let's get these guys to go around the track first and see what they do. Is as usual, let them do it, and then and we see what we can actually achieve after they've done it. So basically, Charles Leclerc and Verstappen, they're on 130. Nobody else is at the moment. Our teammate, where is he? Is on 131.6. Not bad, sixth place, you know. I think we invested well in giving him some push, you know, into getting more focus, more race lap, basically. So let's get into this and let's see what we can get. Of course, we're on hot lap now. We are actually deployed maximum, and of course I always brake late for that, but yeah, let's get into it. Fingers crossed we can get into Q2. We should, thinking about the car, that we're actually feeling good on the track as well. Fingers crossed we are able to do that, and maybe even more, you know. Maybe Q3, maybe? Oh, big mistake there. We process some temps for sure. Big mistake there. Not an easy one. Not an easy one. Even when you're trying to push as much as you are to get a good lap in. We might go for a couple of laps here. Q1. Oh. Bad time, guys, bad time. I'm gonna try to get this lap done. Actually, you know what? I think it's better if we go to the garage and try again. And fingers crossed, we're not gonna commit any mistake. We should be still able to go out and do a lap. Actually, just go straight away. Fingers crossed, because it looks like already we're on tight schedule to put together a lap once we get to Q2. To be able to do 2 laps, okay? Let's get into it. We got Latifi, Gasly, Albon, Stroll in front of us.
The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:30.1.
Be able to go on the grid, not as the laps are. Idea, what a night. Welcome to F122. It might push to get into Q3 for the Jeddah Grand Prix. Tough one, you know? Tough one, guys.
3 minutes to go.
3 minutes to go to put a lap. This Ferrari car is insane though. Feeling really strong, powerful. See how it goes. What kind of left hand are we gonna do? Fingers crossed, good enough. actual practice programs, and now look at this, you know. One more lap straight away. See if we can get it. Now, here we are. This corner is always a bad one. Like our teammates doing really good. We spent some good money on it. That seems to pay off. The investment, you know, so it's good. Last corner. Hasn't been a great lap, but improves a little bit. I don't think we're going to be able to get Q2. Oh, this is a bad one. This is going to be a bad one. Because, I mean, we were like, what, 4th or 5th in the practice programs, but it seems like we don't have the pace yet, you know? Vips is on 9th position, and I think he's going to get through, actually. Our new teammate, Yuri Vips. Okay, so it seems like we're gonna start P21. Oh damn, what a good start of the season. Okay, that was an easy qualifying, just 1 and not 3, you know. Good, so I'm curious to see where Vips is gonna go. And he actually looks a bit like Ralf Schumacher. He's got a bit of that face going on, you know, kind of, you know, quite squared and blue eyes and all that. Let's see what will happen now, because this sounds like a big problem for the race. Truth be told, Jeddah is so full of surprises. There's so many things happening every single time. So, don't know. All right, welcome to Jeddah, guys, and I hope this is going to be a decent race. Fingers crossed. It's a bit longer in the actual loading times, F122, but it looks awesome, you know. I think it looks great. We need a review, Elia, later on the graphics side of it.
No more testing, no more practice.
No more testing,
This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at round 1 of this year's Formula 1 World Championship. So let's take a look at the topographical map of the Jeddah Street Circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safe... Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside.
2 cars on the
As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Sainz, Russell, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Fernando Alonso. Leclerc,
Leclerc 7th. Then we get Alpine basically there.
And Pierre Gasly.
He's
Norris,
9th. Our teammate
Magnussen,
is 9th.
Yuki Tsunoda, and Mick Schumacher. Joe, Ricardo,
we're starting in the right way.
Sebastian Vettel and Valtteri Bottas. They've taken a grid penalty.
Probably they have to change something already.
Albon.
We're not even here, guys.
Ali,
we are.
And Nicholas Latifi. That's it then. It's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race.
Good.
A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen.
All right. So, guys, we are basically starting from the back of the grid, which is going to be very cool. Not at all. But what we're going to try and do is basically try to stay out of trouble for the first corners, right? This is the broadcast.
Here we go then. The formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building. And as we get ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? We'll soon find out.
And then slowly, if we can, get a bit better.
So as all the cars take their positions on the grid, the teams will hope that their strategies pay off for them in today's race.
So
the question I'm asking is which teams have got it right, which ones have got it horribly wrong?
Let's see, guys, let's see. At least the livery looks good, you know, that's a good thing. And our teammate, we spent all the money we had on him, and he looks like he's a rock star, basically, so good. Here we are. Ready for the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. So, fingers crossed. Let's see what is going to happen. 5 red lights, and away we go in Jeddah. I already had to pull off because I know the guys there are gonna go nuts. Like Vettel. Okay. And we know what is gonna happen, right? No, I wanna start in this way. At least the first race. See if we can get out of the mess. So confusing, huh? Oh! You see that? I mean, same thing again. I'm doing my own thing, and look. Come on, you know. I mean, come on. I don't want to do this, you know. I hate to do that. Particularly when they are 50 AI. This new game. They don't really get it. They rather get that. We're not going to be able to do the first chicane. It's not possible, basically. It's impossible to get right. Come on, guys, we take it, right? So tight. I'm going to try it again. I'll try that. I'm going to in the same position. Off pieces of front wing coming off. But I just love it. Now we're going to brake like crazy here because it's a massive. I mean, come on, guys. It's a racing, it's not like a Sunday show. Let's see. Let's see if we can now relax a little bit and try to overtake some of these guys, you know, slowly but steady. The beginning, Southern racing is nuts, you know, because you can see they're all very tense, and we're losing a lot of track. Then let's try and make up this and get into our rhythm. Wow. Looks like the target. Wow.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Let's focus. Our new voice from the pit, Mark, said let's focus, so I think we should, you know. That's what I'm talking about, you know. Got a car full of fuel, so we have to be careful with the braking and all that, because it was qualified empty and now it's heavier, you know. And you can feel it while you're driving. Really gain anything both by tapping that. So that's good. So we got Arbon, Vettel, Guangzhou, and then we have the car. Let's see if we can. That
for a new strategy option.
Right, so we're going to box now a bit. If the car is decent or not, because sometimes even with the might be okay, to be honest. So keep going. I think we need the actual front wing to be broken to have better pace. So here we are. Try to get Arbor sorted. Arbor big corner. Wow. We overtook another 2 cars. Vettel squeezed up. A bit. Trying to get these corners right. Okay, still, I think here the front wing is a little bit losing power sometime, but to be honest, we're actually following up the other cars here quite a bit because the massive group of cars.
New strategy available on the MFD.
Freaking hell. They brake so early. They brake so early.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
These guys are gonna drive like super quiet. Need the braking wrong because it feels like they're really careful with those brakes, you know? It's a massive DRS train now. Everybody's got DRS. It seems like we got some cool top speed. Look at this, you know? So I think we might be able to get some of these guys now. Look at our top speed. Insane. I think this setup really is working wonders, you know?
Okay, careful with the overtakes. That was a bit risky. We could have received a penalty.
That is weird, actually. I think we didn't have any more front-wing damage from that. Which we have damage on simulation, but it seems like that's insane, you know? You can see in this new game there's a lot of fighting going on, you know? And the AI, they make a lot of mistakes too, you know? Look, have you seen that Magnussen almost lost it on that particular corner? That's insane, you know? I think we have to fight through a bit more because we're gonna probably have to change our front wing when we go to the pit lane. Box for mediums and change the front wing. Maybe the actual plan here. We've got an insane straight line. That's incredible. We're really making a lot of time out in these long straights together. Wow. Wow, there's a lot of swapping going on. Everybody is racing super hard. Alonso is going to the pit, one of the first ones.
Yuri's in the pits. Yuri is in the pits.
I'm gonna call him pits. It's like a weird, very cool name though. So we're MP10 right now, so we got to stop for new cycles down. I can feel the front wing is now loving these corners here. And we got Tsunoda, we got I think Mick Schumacher, or Magnussen. Not bad, guys, not bad. Thinking that we started P21. computer, never. That's my problem every time I just turn and lose the concentration on it. Front wing is absolutely gone. I think I'm gonna pit now.
Pitting this lap then, coming to the pits at the end of this lap.
So we got a new wing, new tires, and we can try and push basically a bit more because the tires, you can see that already gone. Our front wing is literally gone. Even though we're not doing that, so we still feel about that. With this kind of with this wing, we actually should keeping. Right, quick look. Let's fit. Right, here we are. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait for the guys who think that are front. At the same time, this is, look at this, this is basically, right, we're going to best pit stop we can get from our guys. So basically from now on, we actually choose when to dive into
That was
the pit.
A fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
All the tyres are actually cold, but come on, Vettel. Good. If you warm up these tyres, that will take a little bit. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get these guys in front of Vettel, which is Adam, Guanju, and all those guys. Vettel is like really slow. Nice safety car would be great right now, to be honest. If we had just changed the plans and a bit of a shuffle in the order. Right, let's go and get these guys. The second half of the track seems like to be the strong part for us, as top line speed is insane. Look at this, yeah. We're getting Vettel like very fast. Are we gonna get anybody of the guys who are stopping at the pits? Not sure. Maybe the PC, maybe. Maybe. Here we are. No, we're not.
The car ahead's coming to pit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres.
Max stop out of the section. Might have had a problem with the power unit 7.
Yellow flag. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
Yeah, Max, I think it might have been
Green flag.
Technical failure. Right, so we're back to this guys. Let's try to see if we can actually overtake a few cars with our incredible straight line speed. That I will never do that twice. I will try that. Oh
Some
yeah.
information on Vips. They've got some kind of mechanical problem.
Oh no. Our teammate Vic got some mechanical problem. That's not cool because it means that the reliability of our car is not awesome yet. Overtook Latifi quite easy at the back racing of the track, and now we're gonna go into.
Brilliant, nice move. Keep going.
Keep going. So do you think it would like to do boys? Mark, our new engineer. Pushing a lot, guys. I really want to get some like a good position, even if we start P22. P21 actually. Sorry, that wasn't. Wasn't the very last one, but the one before the last. Seems like we got way more pace than these guys here. Going after these two, I think. So, here we are, same old story again. Fair enough, the warning is more than correct in this case. That's how you do that corner. Awesome. Lap 8 out of 13. 0-1U and Arbor. And we're gonna go for both to see if we can pull it. We don't have to switch to DRS because
okay, that's the last with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
We're gonna go on the inside here, see if we can. Oh wow!
You need to slow down before hitting the corners. We don't want to get a
That
penalty.
was a bit too risky. You know we have to be careful because otherwise we're gonna get a penalty.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
See, I closed it. Good. I need to just a massive dive from to Arbor and Guangzhou. Not bad though, you know? I'm learning slowly. Warning that will turn into a proper penalty. So
Our gap to the car in front is 2.5 seconds. We're currently trailing our teammate by 2.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in 13th place. Last lap time was a 1 minute 36.5. There appears to be an issue. We're currently investigating.
Now we're going to be able to get something. I think with a nice, it would be nice now the point to get any.
Okay, it's not good news, I'm afraid. Seems like an engine issue.
What? For who? For us or for this? Because that is a very important question here. Come on. Mark, any news, mate?
No need to worry about the tyre conditions for now. Everything's looking good.
I think it's for Vips that it might have a problem. Not sure. God knows, man. Even if he has a problem with the power unit, it seems like he's flying. I'm not able to get him. So we should have that issue every weekend then. Yeah, I can't get him.
Yuri is ahead. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 3.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 5 laps old. Time last lap was a 1:36.2.
Let's keep going. We've got another couple of laps, 3 laps. Actually, fifth with the problem on the engine is just over 2 more.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
I'm pushing, guys. I want to see if I can at least get to Nova. That would be great.
The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it.
Really pushing here. This first sector is quite super fast. Fast corners.
And gap to the car in front is 2.3 seconds.
So, get 2 Nova. Yuki. We got Yuri and Yuki. Getting more of that thing now. So this is the first race of our F122 My Team career mode. And what to say, feeling like the car has got some really good potential, and to not overtake again our good friend Vips. Of course they're pulling away in a DRS train now, I mean now for a few laps, that's why I can't seem to get it, even though I'm really trying my best. And yeah, so first race, not too bad, 21 after an horrible qualifying. I think I will keep copying that one. Yeah, I'm gonna get the P3. Why did I stop all the time? Try to bring this home, guys, with half a broken wing. Yeah, now as you can tell, it's not really rotating the car anymore. Unfortunately, we're going to lose that with Vips and Tsunoda, but at the same time, I hope we're going to be able to keep our good friend Guanju where he is, and we get to finish in this position. We're going to see. Just trying to play more and more the car.
Okay, it's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the masters have managed to clear it up in time, and there are so far no plans for a safety car.
So nobody else wants to retire, guys? Maybe a couple of guys in a massive accident? No, right? Leclerc is flying.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
I'm actually not sure who's at the front here. We're still playing our midfield role there. But yeah, the car actually, even as it seems, even with some front wing damage, still okay. If 21, it would have been not possible to even drive the car, and in particular in a track like this. Here, with basically the wing on red and the tire getting on orange, it's still drivable, which I find good. And basically, you learn how to drive it, with the problems a bit, and still you have space. So, an interesting surprise for this year, and also that is because basically the car nowadays they rely on downforce coming from the actual bottom of the car, and not from the wings and not as much from the wings as it was before. That's why you see some races this year where they're missing a part of the actual front wing on the sides, like Leclerc in Silverstone. Great here now, and it could still drive to the end of it, to the end of the race, really good pace. So guys, it seems like we're going to finish in P14 after a pretty eventful race, and yeah, not bad for our first P13, P14 for Baton Motorsport in this first ever race in F122. I've got to say, not bad.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
It's refreshing to see that we're gonna probably be able to do something decent here. And yeah, so let's say.
So another excellent win from Ferrari. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs.
One is
looking at the podium, you can see that.
Not bad. So let's see what was the
Let's have a quick look at how the driver standings have changed.
Here we are.
Carlos
Russell
Sainz manages to take control of the championship, securing the top spot with today's points. Well, after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Well, my driver of the day has to be Charles Leclerc. He was unstoppable out on the track today, weaving through the competition with ease.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari take the lead at the top of the table. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
And the other guys, Williams, Aston Martins, seems like we had more pace than Alfa Romeos, which is good. McLaren, Ricardo is not really loving it this season, and you can see how different is the actual performance with Norris 6th and Ricardo 17th, which is really bad. And us from P21, we got to P14 at the end, which is amazing, I think. And Yuri lost actually 9 positions, and we actually had to change a front wing, because I think without that change, that would have been good. We could have fought maybe harder with the AlphaTauri and the Alpines as well. And God knows, maybe get a point or two. But yeah, good. It looks promising already, and it's going to be interesting for the next few races, because now we're going to have Australia coming in, and and a lot of and that's going to be quite cool, I think. And then after that, Imola, and then we're going to Miami. So Ferrari is at the top of the constructor standings, and you can see Haas started pretty well, but we are not bad. I mean, with 0 points, but at least position-wise, we're better than our 3 teams, which is basically where we are right now, car-wise. I think it's not bad. And let's see these highlights, see how this thing was, how it went down. So P21 and P9 for our teammate Yuri Vips. Unfortunately, couldn't convert that into points. Look, he lost already 2 positions here at the very start of the race. And I was super cautious here, because after starting 3 times, there's not much to do about that, If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? So yeah, here we are, and interesting. Got P18 after a couple of laps, and it was good, basically, that's what it is. Look, we actually lost that. See that? We are driving without one of the sides, as we were saying before, as Leclerc did in Silverstone in real life. So you can tell how the front wing this year in F122 actually gives you so much, it doesn't affect as much, the actual drivability of the car. And it was quite good, We've done some cool overtakes and hit the front of the car a few times. But yeah, it was an interesting race. Oh, look at that. That's, I think, is the other side of my front wing on the floor. Or somebody else's, God knows. But yeah, here we are. And we were fighting these guys that we got. We actually lost position here. NDRS. But then we got it again. Did a massive launch here as a massive dive bomb into turn 1, which was it was a bit of a suicide. So basically, Apple lost his front wing. Basically, I took off his front wing, and you can see that we are basically driving with no front wing. We went on driving with no front wing. That's insane. I mean, in F1 2021, it could have not driven there at all with that amount of damage. But yeah, good. A very cool and interesting first race for our F122 My Team career mode. And and now it is our sponsor said, no, we're not going to give you anything. Great. But at least we started this journey, and I'm very curious to see how it's going to go in the next few races, because this is literally the moment where we have to push as much as possible and get stuff done, basically. So I'm going to push for the powertrain, aerodynamics, and I think we can not give to our teammates any more money. I think we invested enough, and he's in front of us. It was already in front of us for the first race, so I think it is time to invest on ourselves a bit, and in the team, trying to push to get to get the car to get better and everything. So I'm not gonna race Australia yet. It's gonna happen in the next couple of days, and what I'm gonna do, though, I'm gonna get all these upgrades going, so we see where the car is going to stand before we hit Australia. And this is another rear downforce upgrade, which is good. Yeah, we'll change a little bit the venturi tunnels, and yeah, good. That seems good. As you can see, our car is not as they showed us earlier. You know, it's okay. You know, it's in the midfield as I expected, and I think it would be good to get it to feel slightly better. Oh, this one failed. Let's see if we can make it happen again. But it will come after Australia. So, right, good. Anyway, it's good. It's a good start of this, you know. And yeah. So now what they introduced is this thing, which is Pirelli Hot Laps, where you drive some supercars basically, and where you can get some more points and stuff. But yeah, it's not easy as well. But yeah, here we are, guys. So good first race on F122. Loving it, and I'm preferring how the model is and how everything feels so far. So that's good. And basically now we're gonna have just to see how Australia, Imola, Miami are gonna turn out. And I think halfway through, so Canada, Silverstone, and Austria are gonna really see what potential we got in the car and what we can actually achieve here. And yeah, so here we are. It's all for today, and hope you enjoyed. And yeah, hope to see you again for the next race, guys. And yeah, have a good one. And yeah, talk to you very soon. Bye.